run, but they never gonna maintain because they don't love it, 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 they don't love it.
I ain't tripping, this is easy, easy. Got 'em excited to meet me, meet me. I got diamonds, you got CZs, CZs. Wake up, get to it, and repeat, repeat. Hey, I ain't hearing nothing haters say. Let them talk about us. My whole crew is about 100 deep. Gotta walk around it. I kill it and then I walk away. Put the chalk around it. I just get low key and watch them talk about it. Talk about it. I'm in New York and we finna get loose. Squeeze the big apple and give me the juice. Don't wanna talk, I just do what it do. My alter egos can fill up a room. Hop on the flight, take a trip to Peru. Yeah, hop in the whip that is missing the roof. My woman a fire, just look at my boo. I'm the almighty, I'm feeling like Bruce. Ooh, 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 ooh. I don't need much, ability to do. Ooh, 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 ooh. Breaking the hearts and breaking the rules. Ooh, 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 ooh. 10 out of 10, I'm feeling like 2, 2, 2, 2, 2. I ain't tripping, this is easy, easy.
On the Gulf Coast of Florida at Raymond James Stadium, just north of downtown Tampa. Today, after a topsy-turvy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here, as it'll be the Atlanta Falcons taking on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Two teams here, each off to 1-0 starts, as this one is underway on EA Sports. And no return here to start. It's a fair catch, and they will set up shop at the 25. Throwing first play is Ritter. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Well, this defense for the Bucs, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
An early task, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. And this will be caught by Mooney. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. An effective 7-yard 3rd down conversion. If you're these receivers, you got to be ready because when he's going to throw it quick on that RPO, he's going to throw it quick.
And this is why you spend time with your guy either in the offseason, during the week, the whole bundle. Because sometimes it's just telepathy. You both see the same thing, and he knows get the ball to him right away.
First carry of the game now for the Texas superstar, Bijan Robinson. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
This 2nd and 4. Working from the gun, Ritter. Escaping the pressure right. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
I am willing to bet that he got a monster grin on his face when he saw what was happening. Man coverage was so committed to denying a big throw that it pulled attention away from him, and he had an easy lane to hit, and hit it he did.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. Ritter now. Flushed out right. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on 1st down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
Ball at the 26, 2nd and 7. Ritter now looking to throw it this time. Touchdown, Falcons! Alec Pierce, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Falcons are on the board first here on the road in Tampa.
Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him.
Hines opting not to risk it, and this will come out to the 25.
They begin the drive on the ground. It's White. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Let's get off the field. 41's coming. 41's the
Opting to run again here with White.
And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
The Bucs at 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1. And they've gotten a pretty good deal from the schedule makers as well. Home dates in Weeks 1 and 2.
And I would believe that they would need to take advantage of that, partner, because as you can imagine, the road dates will pile up later this season. So this is a great opportunity for them to put some early distance on the rest of the division and create a little bit of a cushion for them for later in the year.
You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
First down, here's White. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
Now a 2nd down throw for Walker. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Walker now. Throw left side complete. That's Hines. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 27-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
19 Tiger.
Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Defense wins championships, baby.
And they go play action. Here's Walker. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Ricky. Watch twist. 19, Sergeant, 19.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now, 3rd and long. This is Hines. And some room to roam now. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now in Tampa Bay. It's the Buccaneers in control of the football as they've got it with a 3rd down and long coming up.
Let's go. Cougar 19.
Walker. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
And he missed it. It's no good. And this will stay at a 7-point game. So an 8-play drive gets him down there, but play number 9, that winds up a missed field goal.
And they definitely moved the ball well. That's a drive where you hate to come away with nothing.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Falcons. Alec Pierce, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Falcons are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Well, only the 2 catches for him thus far, CD, but both of them have resulted in touchdowns.
And I think he's on the bench right now, Brandon, smiling at his position coach and telling him, all those times you talked to us about efficiency, I'm living it right now.
Koo able to connect on the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. This fielded right at the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. They run straight ahead here with White. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Here's 2nd and 10. To throw is Walker. It's caught by Mike Evans. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Panther Street! Panther Street! Go check! Go check!
They'll go up the middle with White. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
On second down, they'll run with White, and he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Now third down is looming, a pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
To throw is Walker. And complete to Zach Ertz. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they've become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
A first down throw for Walker.
Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be second down. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on third down. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with White.
And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line. 50 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Now Walker.
He finds his target. It's Evans. Touchdown! Mike Evans. A 16-yard touchdown.
And the Bucs have cut it back within a score.
The extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off.
And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. So they decline it, and they choose to not give him that down back.
And I think that's the key to everything there. They didn't give up any yardage even on the completed pass. Don't give them an extra down in order to try and pick up a first.
Now a give up the middle. This is White, and he's going to get this one down to the 45.
Troy Anderson, the man on the tackle.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
And this offense on third down today, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
Here's Walker. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7.
Let's go. Let's go. 19-18. Watch the curve. Watch the curve. Right 41. Right 41. You can't block me.
Here's Hines. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. 2nd and 5. They run again with Hines. Escapes the defender. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal. White is not going anywhere. He'll be hit and dropped for no gain at the 2-yard line. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Look at this, a tight end carry. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Cade Otton, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Bucs are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And that 14-0 lead to begin the ball game, well, that's gone now. Time to regroup.
I think even up 2 touchdowns, they knew this wasn't going to be a walk in the park, and I think that's why we would see the head coach going up and down the sidelines telling his team, let's stay with it, let's keep going. It's almost like he knew they were going to make their run at him, and they have. As you said, let's see if they can regroup and get going again.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Ritter to throw it. That's Cordero Patterson hauling it in. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he
tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
You can easily see the logic. It's a tie game. They just wanted to press it a little bit right before the half, hoping to get one more score.
Now, easy to second-guess the result, but now you have to think after that interception, just a field goal, and they're behind at the break.
Yeah, I think at the half, the head coach just says, look, that's on me. I wanted to press it, but it's because I believe in you guys.
Walker's throw taken in by Evans here. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
2nd down. Here's Walker. Throw right side, caught by Ridley. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. And that was a heck of a play there on the outside.
Partner, sometimes I think on a play like this as a corner, you've got to think to yourself, all I've got to do is slow him down so others can come over and support. But in this case, he said, forget that. I've got this. Sorry you had to make the run for nothing, fellas.
And that one off the mark, a little late with a throw.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
And this one is right down Broadway. And they take a 17-14 lead. So they get the turnover in plus territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they have the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to hold them to a field goal attempt. And it wasn't a guaranteed lock 3 from where they started. So, the offense has to be happy to come away with those 3 points.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Falcons going to use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Looking to throw it here. Ritter. Flush to his right. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain. Ritter back to throw. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Ritter now on 2nd down. Lets one go downfield for Pierce. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Final play before the half. Here's Ritter. Steps away to his left. And he gets it into the end zone with no time left in the second quarter as they take the lead.
This is a great decision right here. Out of the pocket to his left, and he knows if he waits too long, the defense is going to be all over him. So he makes a decision to go and wins the race to the pylon.
Coup now for the point after. It's up and good to make it 21-17. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 64 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
On third down, a run from White. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards. Obviously an important run to avoid the 3-and-out on your own side of the field.
Shows a lot of faith in that offensive unit, doesn't it? That you want to run the ball in that situation, pick up the first down. Also helps out your defensive guys a little bit, too. Allows them to get at least one more series of downs in order to get some rest.
And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Walker from the gun on third down.
This to Hines on the drop-off. And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there, 4th and 3.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? Third down. They just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
Now the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3.
Now Walker.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
I remember in pregame when we were talking to him on the field, and he took his gloves off and showed us his fingers. A few misshapen ones in there, and now we know why, trying to catch those types of bullets.
That was a dart. Yeah, even for a talented receiver, those are tough to hang on to. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. That one goes for 30 yards. That's how you run the screen right there. The defenders get out of place, and then there's a lot of room to maneuver for your running back.
That's because all the defenders, or I should say the bulk of the defenders, were chasing the quarterback. Great disguise, great fake. Got the screen out there, turned into a large gain.
That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. Oh, they go with a tight end carry. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Cade Otton, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bucs have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that gives him a 3-point lead. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. Well, a dangerous return man showing it here. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive.
And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side trying to match each other.
On second down, another shot for Robinson. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 7 yards there and a first down.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Back to throw, Ritter. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Ritter with another throw on 2nd down. And a dump off here to Robinson. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
Ritter throwing on 3rd down. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 17-yard line. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Ritter. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. So they get the interception, and almost as importantly, a big return after that.
And who was the guy that saved the touchdown, partner? The guy who threw the interception. A lot of times, he just gives it the old Olay, but give him credit. He went old school. He was determined not to make this a pick six, and he got there in time to make the tackle.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40. 2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the second down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on 3rd down to keep the drive going. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Operating from the gun, Walker. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Troy Anderson. Down the sideline he goes. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. This game, it's been defensively oriented on both sides, so I guess it stands to reason that the play of the game comes on defense.
So it's my kind of game. You know that.
That's
anytime
right.
we have a defensive battle, but that, as you said, it stands to reason that's the way the game tilted. Someone had to make a big play, and the way the defenses were dominating, that's exactly what we got.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they have to try and move past that pick six because now they're dealing with a fourth-quarter deficit, and they need this drive to end in points. And they'll start on the ground with Hines. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play. This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, because they've kept them clean, so to speak, not letting blockers get to them, allowing them to run to the football.
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. Charles, you can just see the frustration on the sideline. Safe to say that's not how they expected this series to go. The ball only went one way, and it was backward into their own end zone, courtesy of the pick six.
And, Brandon, how often do we hear offenses tell us before a game they want to end every series with a kick, right? A punt, a PAT, or a field goal. In case of a defense, they want to end with a punt or a takeaway. And we saw the takeaway right there, and it turned out to be a takeaway that turned into 6 points.
Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And no thought of a return here for Hines. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. We'll see if they can band back together after the pick six. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A 2-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. To throw again, Walker. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. To throw on 3rd down, Walker. And that will be incomplete.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he was fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his ledger.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. On the handoff, this is White. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Looking to throw. Walker. Got his man complete over the middle. It's White. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Working out of the gun here, Walker. And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI. So pass interference, the call is so tough as a defender, I'd imagine, to time that up perfectly.
It certainly is difficult to get it exactly right because sometimes you're looking at getting there fractions of seconds too early. That one looked a little more obvious. Always a tough penalty to officiate. Just ask the basketball refs when they'd have to officiate block and charge.
Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now.
He's able to get 6. A nice pickup down to the 21.
2nd down and 4.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun.
And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. On the draw, it's White, and he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. And his kick here is good, and that'll make this an 8-point game. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
And a good job here by the Falcons. Their hands team able to recover it. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number as empirical.
Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
2nd down and a run by Robinson.
5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves them with 3rd and about 6 yards to go. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down.
Right there. 54. Right there. 54.
They'll run again here with Robinson. And he'll take this one down to the 36. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout. That will be their 3rd and final stoppage as they'll only have the 2-minute warning now remaining. Here's Bradley Pinion now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line.
So holding on the return, and that's going to back him up to start the drive.
He was trying to get the job done correctly, just trying to clear a little space for his returner. Ended up getting a little too much jersey and hooked the guy, hence the flag.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Now it's Hines. And he's upended at the 6 as they double their room to maneuver on a pickup of 3.
Walker now on 2nd down. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Based on the play we just saw there, he might not be the guy you want to challenge in coverage on these all-important snaps. He certainly looks dialed in right now.
Well, this feels like a late season game, even though it's just week 2. Here's a big 3rd down.
Back to throw.
Walker. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Plenty of time to work with here, but the timeouts, they're gone. Here's 1st and 10.
They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. It got his man complete.
Now he breaks free in the middle of the field. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Russell Gage, 83 yards. And the Buccaneers have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th.
But they certainly aren't afraid to dial up the long ball, and fans dig the long ball. And they absolutely needed it, and guess what? They got it. How about that?
And now a 2-point conversion away from tying this game up. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. They'll look to throw. And it's caught. And with it, we are tied here in the 4th.
Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Here's 1st and 10.
Now a handoff to start it out. Robinson. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
At this stage, you've got to hustle. Got to get back to the line of scrimmage because you're saving that timeout to make sure you have a chance to get your kicker out there for the big shot.
On 2nd down, another shot for Robinson.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Just the one timeout remaining as they try to navigate this 2-minute drill. 1st and 10. Ritter, he wants to change the play here.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game.
They'll come up now. 2nd and 9. Now Ritter. This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end. And he's going to get out of bounds with the 1st. And they are knocking on the door of field goal range now. Ritter looks to throw it. Throw out wide is incomplete.
A couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You have to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
Meanwhile, Ritter's throw into the hands of Fant.
They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point, you have to have a splash play in there as well.
The noise is getting deafening. Here's 3rd down and 3. Here's Ritter.
And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. 4th down now, and defensively, Charles, you know, they're just asking this crew for one more stop.
And you know that they're feeling the momentum right now, but they have to be very careful not to get over-exuberant, over-excited, and blow an assignment and give up the big 1st down. Boy, that's a big-time letdown there. You work yourself in position to win the game, but the kick winds up no good. And now you've got to regroup as a team, get the energy back up, and get ready for overtime. And make sure you pump him up, too. He may be needed to try and win it again later.
This is 1st and 10.
Throwing to start the drive. Walker. Zach Ertz has it complete. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. Final whistle blows, and we need some extra time here to decide who will be the victor.
60 minutes, just not enough some days to decide who's going to win the game.
It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
Fair catch called for and taken, so the ball brought up to the 25 to begin this overtime session. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Well, they fought hard to reach this point, Charles, and now what an opportunity. They've got the ball first, a chance to take this overtime win away from the hostile crowd.
And you know, as the quarterback steps into the huddle, the first thing he's telling his team is, remember, we need 6, not 3. So we don't need a good drive. We need a great drive. And this is what they've been planning for. It's time to execute and take it downfield, even against all these odds.
Out of the gun, they give to Robinson.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
I don't want to overhype it, but this is a big early season game, especially an overtime win. That can give you a big boost going forward in the season.
It certainly can, and I don't think you're overhyping it because cliches go out the window when you start to play overtime. And you're right, the winner of this game now, that's an extra boost moving forward, and it actually is an extra hurt for the team that loses because normally you shake it off, but in this situation, it lingers a little bit longer.
Robinson with another carry.
And he'll get it down to the 47 here.
82 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
They go with the ground game, pick up the first, now in plus territory.
And that changes the whole mentality of a play caller, doesn't it? Once they cross the 50, they feel like they're in the strike zone. All right, you don't have to be in the red zone to take those big shots downfield or go after the end zone. Right now, that might be available to them.
And now this first drive in OT continues.
Robinson up the middle. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Here's Ritter.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Ritter will set up to throw it.
Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he is in for the score. And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime.
Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
Yeah, Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to a one-possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. And in this case, these offenses, they brought it. The defenses, they're going to need some work going forward.
So for Atlanta, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they'll have another road date next week.